Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're taking a close, totally impartial look at a piece of equipment you've probably seen popping up everywhere if you're looking to get fit at home. We're doing a complete, no-nonsense reality check on the SincMill Home Gym. We're going to cut right through the glossy marketing hype and those pristine product photos to see what it's actually like to buy, build, and sweat on a budget to mid-range home multi-gym. If you've ever found yourself wondering if these all-in-one machines are just kinda too good to be true, well, you're in exactly the right place. Ready to find out?
Okay, let's dive into this. The main draw of the SincMill system is a brilliantly simple and honestly a highly attractive promise. Imagine not having to buy a bench, a whole rack of heavy dumbbells, a separate cable machine, a lat pull-down, and a leg extension machine. Instead, you get all of those workout options bundled up into one single, relatively compact station. It's designed to be your one-stop full-body workout hub right there in your own home. Sounds pretty great, right? But before we get totally swept away by the convenience of that all-in-one package, we need to pause and ask an absolutely crucial question, one that buyers overlook all the time. It's not just about whether this machine physically fits into the corner of your spare bedroom or your garage. The real question we have to ask is, will it fit your actual body? Are those fixed movement pads going to be comfortable for your specific height, your arm length? Because this is exactly where those idealized product photos slam right into physical reality. When we actually dig into the data and buyer experiences, it all boils down to this one major trade-off. On one hand, you've got undeniable convenience and versatility. Think about it. You can just stroll into your basement in your pajamas, hit your chest, back, arms, shoulders, and legs, and completely bypass that annoying daily commute to a packed commercial gym. But on the flip side of that scale are the hidden logistical hurdles. We're talking about strict physical space limits and a multi-hour assembly process that, frankly, we need to be very honest about. So let's take a quick look at the SincMill promise. Depending on the exact model you get, it promotes itself as the ultimate full-body station. And a massive part of that promise revolves around the weight stack. A very common version of this setup comes with a 148-pound stack. Now, for casual users or beginners who are focusing on general fitness, toning, and knocking out higher rep workouts, 148 pounds is going to be plenty. But, and this is a big but, you can't just assume every single movement gives you exactly 148 pounds of resistance. Because of the pulley ratios and the mechanical advantage of the cables, pulling 148 pounds on a chest press is going to feel completely different, usually way lighter, than pulling 148 pounds on a low pulley row. So let's validate who this machine is actually perfect for, because the pros are incredibly strong for the right person. The versatility you get for the price is fantastic. The sheer convenience of a home setup, unbeatable. And it is incredibly beginner-friendly. If you're brand new to strength training, jumping on a guided machine with a controlled movement path feels so much safer and way less intimidating than trying to balance a heavy barbell or figure out complex free weight forms from scratch. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the reality check on assembly and fit. Because surprisingly, the biggest consumer complaints rarely have anything to do with the actual workouts. Yeah, the real headaches start way before you lift a single weight. Assembly is the #1 pain point. Guys, this is not like twisting together a little flat workout bench. We're talking about a massive system of frames, guards, heavy plates, pulleys, and an absolute maze of cables. As the source material directly warns, if one cable is routed incorrectly, the machine may feel rough, sticky, or uneven. Buyers are reporting that this build takes several hours. It requires immense patience, a huge cleared out space, and honestly, a second person to help, or maybe even a couples therapist. You really don't want to build this thing halfway, only to realize you have to take apart 3 sections just to fix one backward cable. Because of all that, you absolutely have to check these exact specs before you buy. First, your room. The machine needs a depth of roughly 69 to 72 inches and a ceiling clearance of 80 to 83.5 inches. Actually, scratch that. You don't just need space for the machine, you need physical clearance all around it so your arms can actually move. Second, your body. If you're taller than average, the seat positions and exercise angles might feel super cramped, which limits your range of motion. And finally, returns. Think about it. If you spend hours assembling this and then realize you hate it, packing a 300-pound multi-box machine back up is literally a nightmare. Okay, so let's say you've built it and it fits perfectly. Next up, is the weight enough? So the crucial point is understanding your own long-term goals.
If your routine is all about casual toning, guided reps, and keeping up your general fitness maybe 3 to 5 times a week, the SincMill is highly practical. But if you are a serious lifter focused on progressive overload, meaning you're trying to consistently lift heavier and heavier weight, especially on big compound movements for your chest, back, and legs, you are going to outgrow that weight stack so fast. Plus, those locked-in movement paths are going to start feeling really restrictive.
Let's talk about better alternatives for you. If everything we just went over makes you think the SincMill isn't quite the right match, what should you do?
Well, for instance, if you're that serious lifter we just mentioned who needs heavy progressive overload, a power rack is absolutely your ultimate upgrade. Notice the difference here. This kind of setup lets you use free weights and barbells. It's a true long-term investment that isn't going to artificially cap your heavy squats, bench presses, or deadlifts the way a fixed 148-pound stack will. And this brilliantly illustrates how to match your exact situation to the right equipment. Serious lifter? Like we said, go with the power rack and free weights. Living in a tiny apartment? Forget the giant multi-gym entirely and grab some adjustable dumbbells with a foldable bench. If you're all about that premium commercial gym smoothness for cable movements, you should look into a functional trainer. And hey, if you're on a super tight budget, don't worry. High-quality resistance bands and dumbbells are way easier to store and significantly cheaper than a giant multi-station machine. All right, let's get down to the final verdict. It's not a bad machine by any stretch, but it's definitely not a magic replacement for a massive commercial gym either. Before you go clicking that purchase button, keep in mind that exact models vary wildly depending on the seller. Dimensions, accessories, even the weight stacks might be slightly different. You also have to account for the hidden costs. You're almost certainly going to want a good heavy-duty mat to protect your floors, maybe some extra cable attachments, basic tools, or even lubricant to keep those pulleys running smooth. And as we stressed earlier, make sure you intimately know the warranty details and the return policy, just in case. So here is your definitive step-by-step buying advice pulled straight from all the buyer feedback and specs. Step 1. Buy it if you're a beginner or intermediate user who just wants the simple convenience of a compact all-in-one station. Step 2. Wait for a discount. If the price creeps up too high, you are honestly better off putting that money toward a more flexible free weight setup. And step 3, skip it completely if you're a serious heavy lifter, if you're very tall, if you live in a cramped apartment, or if you simply do not have the patience for a massive multi-hour assembly project. Ultimately, it all comes down to a single question that only you can answer for yourself. Is the convenience of having an all-in-one machine right there in your home worth the compromise of its strict physical limitations and the initial headache of putting the whole shebang together? Weigh your space, your patience, and your true fitness goals, and you'll make the right choice